And maybe someday you'll use it in Korean quiz games? 한국에서 유명한 이야기는 무엇입니까? 정답! 구미호? With a smile, it's ItsKatStyle. It's been a long time since I saved this content idea. This time, as a FunPik PD, we are given the opportunity to showcase a culture or another side of Korea through stories. And these stories or culture that I am talking about, we might have seen them on K-dramas. As a K-drama fan, opo. So I thought, what if I read stories, folklores, legends, and myths of Korea? I thought that this would be an amazing opportunity for all of us Hallyu fans to discover or learn a deeper side of Korea, and maybe someday you'll use it in Korean quiz games? 한국에서 유명한 이야기는 무엇입니까? 정답! 구미호? That's right, well, if you're into K-dramas just like me, you've probably encountered this, or this, or this, or this, and this. But aside from this, do we really know the story of Gumiho? Ready or not, let's dive into the mysteries of the tale of Gumiho. As we've seen from Korean dramas, the world of Korean mythology and folklores is really fascinating, as it is filled with deities and semi-deities, some even born from eggs, or direct descendants of kings from heaven. Similarly, a gumiho is a creature that appears in folklores and legends of Korea. For our Chinese and Japanese friends out there, they have a similar creature called 𝗪𝗵𝘁 and kitsune respectively. However, in Korea, traditionally, a gumiho is depicted as a nine-tailed fox that transforms into a beautiful woman. It was assumed as such since 구 means nine, 미 means tail, and 호 is to be sly, which is relevant to being a fox. Generally, gumiho, 𝗪𝗵𝘁, and kitsune share a similar description, that they are almost female that can shapeshift into a beautiful woman. Sadly, gumihos over the centuries have been considered to be evil. Because they transform into a beautiful woman, they seduce men and eat their liver or heart. But take note, this depends on the legend variation, because there are actually 4 variations that I have read and watched so far. Number 1 is the most famous version. As mentioned, it is when gumihos transform into a beautiful woman and seduce men, especially bachelors, who needs to truly love her. As the gumiho transforms into a figure of a 예쁜 여자, 𝗪𝗵𝘁 𝘄𝗵𝗃, the man falls for her beauty and she leads her to her lair. Then she rips out her heart and eats it. Aigo, aigo, aigo. Omo. She does this to become permanently human. Second version, that gumihos can permanently become human by abstaining from human's heart or liver, not just for a day or two, but for 1,000-day period.
Wow.
Contrasting it to the first version, this one is more on suppressing one's hunger. Metaphorically, I see this as maybe a valuable lesson to resist away from greed or those temptations. 그죠? Down to our third version. Another states that a gumiho can permanently remain a human being if she eats a liver or a heart for 1,000-day period. Or otherwise, she will turn into bubbles. As a fan of my girlfriend is a gumiho, now I see why her character is also related to Little Mermaid's story. Because similar to Ariel's character, she gave up her voice in exchange for feet. But since she can't shout, she can't get the attention of her lover, she turned into bubbles in the fairy tale book Miho was reading. 여러분, that scene is really heartbreaking. Please give yourselves a favor and watch it, guys. And do you know what's another point that sets Gumiho apart from Hulijin and Kitsune? It's the existence of 𝘄𝗂𝗄𝗃. 𝘄𝗂𝗄𝗃, or better known as fox bead in English terms. According to Korean mythology, 𝘄𝗂𝗄𝗃 consists of power and knowledge. Since it is that powerful, there are people and other creatures who want to steal that 𝘄𝗂𝗄𝗃 from Gumihos. For when they swallow one, they gain maximum intelligence. Therefore, to add, the fourth version of Gumiho's story depicts that Gumihos are not really that evil. They are innocent, half-human and half-fox creatures who are a bit naive to be lured and tricked by human beings. Yes, all of this tragedy is because of 𝘄𝗂𝗄𝗃. And of course, for the method of sharing the fox bead, I'm sure you know how it works if you've seen Korean dramas or just sense it from the several fairy tale books you've read from childhood. The method of absorbing energy with 𝘄𝗂𝗄𝗃 resembles a deep kiss. And that's it! Wow, I've only heard and seen Gumihos on Korean dramas. And of course, we couldn't let it pass because we've encountered new Korean words intertwined with the culture of Korea by telling the story of Gumiho. Here's a recap of those words.
구미호, 구미호, 구, 구, 미, 미, 호, 호, 여우, 여우, 𝘄𝗂𝗄𝗃, 𝘄𝗂𝗄𝗃.
Make sure to memorize those. Now, I hope you also love this story and continue to pass the oral tradition by their ancestors. And likewise, this also goes to say that we should learn about our country's fairy tales as well. And maybe that's a content idea for the next video. And that ends the first chapter of K's stories. Here's the more pages to flip. Once again, it's 𝗏𝗪𝗏. 안녕!